さよならありがとう声の限り悲しみよりもっと大事なこと去りゆく背中に伝えたくてぬくもりと痛みに間に合うようにこのまま続くと思っていた僕らの明日を描いていた呼び合っていた
It's all or nothing. Hihingi na ako ng tulong kila ma'am. Kung hindi pa siya magpapakita, ewan ko na lang. Ha? Gaano ba katagal ang bagyo? Naiinis kong tanong kay Faye at napaupo pa ako sa couch. She shrugged her shoulders. I don't know, Brie. Basta, suspended daw lahat ng overseas flights. Teka, hindi ka ba nanonood ng balita? I shook my head. No. Pagkarating ko galing sa bahay ni Brenda, bad news agad ang ibinalita ni Faye. Kating-kati na akong magpunta sa Amerika. Yeah, me too. Kaya pala ulan ng ulan, summer pa man din. She sighed and sat beside me. Ano ba kasing balak mo? I'll ask for help. Maybe his family will help me. You hope? After what happened? I look at her. I'll take all the blames and risk, Faye. She smiled. Do you love him? Yes, of course. I do. I so much do. I abruptly answered. She chuckled and stood up. Yeah. Akala ko kasi natatak na sa bunganga mo ang salitang I hate you. Magluluto ako ng chicken curry, isahog si Stephen Curry, for our lunch. She then walked to the kitchen. I just nodded. Gosh, talaga ba ang tadhana ng gumagawa ng paraan para hindi ko makita si Yurhi? Tam, kamusta ka na? I hope you're fine and happy. Brie, Farah! Kakain na! Antok na ako eh. I was about to fall in a deep sleep but then that voice barged into my head. I stood from our bed. I bitterly smiled. This bed seems to be very large without him. I stood up and fixed myself in front of the mirror, and my eyes accidentally saw an envelope on his table through a peripheral vision. My heart twinges. Inside that envelope are the annulment papers. I didn't sign it yet. I won't ever gonna sign it. I'm still hoping. And I have this instinct na magiging maayos rin ang lahat. Good luck to my heart. Ang tagal mo. Huwag mong sabihin inantok ka na naman. Then she rolled her eyes as she sits. I remained standing. Wala siya. Nahihila ng upuan para sa'yo at maghahain, Brie. Brie, you're again crying. I got back to my senses and just looked down. Okay ako. I smiled weakly and pulled a chair and sat. Hindi ka ba uuwi? Dito ka na naman kakain? I said while looking at her. Napatigil naman siya sa pagsandok ng kanin. Wow! Ang bait mo talaga, Brie. Grabe ka. Pasalamat ka na lang at nandito ako. Kung hindi, walang magluluto ng masarap na Stephen Curry sa'yo, she said and removed the glass cover of a big bowl. The moment the food's aroma filled my nostrils, my stomach turned upside down. Agad naman akong napatakbo sa sink sa kusina at sumuka. Halos puro tubig lang at laway pero parang may gusto akong ilabas na nasa loob ko. Brie, what's happening? What should I do? Faye said. I know she's panicking but I'm busy throwing up. My whole body weakened after throwing up. I washed my mouth and face as I leaned on the wall. Uy, ano bang nangyayari sa'yo, Brie? I'm fine, Faye. I just said. Hay, sige. Magluluto na lang ako ng ibang pagkain kung ayaw mo yan. May luncheon meat pa dito. Do you want? She asked worriedly. I smiled. Yes, Faye. Thank you. She smiled. You're always welcome, Brie. Now, go sit there. I nodded. My mind can't function very well. There's a conclusion, but I'm still not sure. Oh God. I may be pregnant. It's not impossible. Before Yurhi left, he did that to me for how many times? Beyond my nervousness on nothing, I smiled. Maybe this is what I am waiting for. Maybe this will be the reason for Yuri to come back home. Samantala, Mrs. Mendoza, I have good news for you. Dr. Ria happily said to me. I really want to know if my conclusion is true. I went to her clinic for me to make sure. Aside from she is Faye's cousin, she was my obstetrician before and I trust her. I didn't say yet to Faye that I'll be visiting an obstetrician because she's busy with nonsense things. My heart beats faster as I wait for the doctor's words. You are 8 weeks pregnant, Brie, she said with a huge smile. I was not able to react or say anything, but a tear suddenly fell from my right eye. And one thing more, 2 ang heartbeats. It means you'll be having twins. I sniffed and wiped my tears. Thank you so much, Doc. Napayakap ako sa tiyan ko. Oh God. Oh God, we'll be having babies. The doctor reminded me of some things and gave me some vitamins. After that, I bid goodbye. I went out of the clinic and went inside my car with a hope. I smiled while tears are falling. Kailangan na kita, Yuri. Please, bumalik ka na sa akin. For the twins. I need you, honey. I'm about to start the engine, but then I saw a man. It's Ken. Matagal ko na siyang hindi nakikita. After what happened at the mall, hindi ko na uli siya nakita. I don't wanna see him either. My mind is too tired. I wanna freshen it, even just for a while. So I decided to go to the cemetery where my mom is buried. It's been so long since I last visited her. Mom, kailangan kita ngayon, I said with a broken voice. I am in front of her tombstone. After saying some prayers, my tears automatically fell down. Hindi sapat ang mga advice ng mga tao sa paligid ko. I know my mom will give me the best advice. I'm so down and I badly need someone's shoulder to cry to. Mommy, hindi ko alam kung anong mga susunod na mangyayari. Hindi ko alam kung tatanggapin niya ako. I sent away the one who's always there for me. I'm just scared, Mom. Because of what happened between you and Dad. Kaya ko siya nasaktan ng sobra. I sobbed. Gustong-gusto ko na siyang makasama, Mom. Gustong-gusto ko na siyang yakapin. I need him. Help me to be strong, Mommy. I don't know what to do now. I'm scared, but I'll risk it for my babies. Brie? Oh God! Agad akong napatigil sa paggalaw. Oh my! Am I dreaming that I can hear his voice? I stood up and looked behind me. Yuri? I covered my mouth to prevent crying out loud. He's just few meters away from me. He slowly took the distance between us. I want to hug him, but I could not move. I do not even know what to say, and I cannot utter a word because of crying. I cannot believe he is here. I was about to hug him, but then he insisted. Why? Yuri, didn't you miss me? Naluluha kong tanong. Nandito na lang ba siya para sabihin na ayaw na talaga niya sa akin? Na dapat ay pirmahan ko na ang annulment papers? Please, no! Kailangan namin siya ng mga anak namin. Brie, I'm not Yuri. My jaw hung, literally hung. What? I said unbelievably and wiped my tears. He chuckled, and yes, he's not Yuri. His 2 dimples say it all. Yuri told me before that he's the only one having only 1 dimple. I'm Zem. How are you? He said with his usual voice, cold. I looked away and tears again fell. Akala ko bumalik ka na sa akin. It was a false alarm. Hey, I'm sorry if I made you think that I'm Yuri. I didn't mean to. He apologized. I sighed and smiled weakly. Akala ko bumalik na siya sa akin. And my voice broke down. But he then immediately hugged and caressed my back. Shh, Brie, I'm sorry. Agad akong lumayo sa kanya at tinitigan siya. Do you know where he is? He stared at me. I waited for seconds before he could answer my simple question. I don't wanna lie, nor hurt you and him. My eyebrows creased. What? Hindi ko naiintindihan, Zem. Yuri, commanded me not to answer that kind of question from anyone, whether I know where he is or not, especially that I'm here in the Philippines. I'm sorry. I wiped my tears. He commanded, so you talked to him? I did, before, but now, only through phone call and emails, not personally. Agad na bumagsak ang balikat ko sa narinig. I thought, kahit hint man lang kung nasaan siya magkakaroon ako, wala pa rin pala. I again sat on the grass facing my mother's tombstone. Farah Ferreira Gomez. Beautiful name. Zem said and sat beside me. I miss her and Yurhi. He sighed. You know what? Missing someone is not good all the time. I look at him. Why? The persons you're missing, they'll have these unusual and unfamiliar feelings but they don't know what is it. Psychology. I bitterly smiled. Then, it's better. Para kahit hindi nila alam, may nakakamiss sa kanila, I look away. Sa tingin mo, does he misses me? Maybe yes, maybe no. I sighed. He's right. I don't know the answer to that question, but I'm still hoping he does. Paano ka pala nakapunta dito? May bagyo bukas. I suddenly asked. I've been here for the last 2 weeks. You know that there'll be a storm? But you're here. See the clouds? I nodded. I'm not blind. Give them 10 minutes. They'll cry like what you always do. I abruptly looked at him. You don't need to mention it. He chuckled. Okay. And your eye bags are as ugly as the clouds right now. I sighed in annoyance. Aren't you gonna stop? He smirked. Okay. You do act like a pregnant lady. I was taken aback. I tightly closed my eyes. Should I say it to you? No, not yet. I sighed. Bakit ka pala nandito? I wanna wash that topic away. Well, I followed you. What? I was at the restaurant near a park when I saw you enter in your car lifelessly. So I followed you. Narinig mo ba lahat ng mga sinabi ko kanina? I worriedly asked. Si Yurhi ang gusto kong unang makaalam ng pagbubuntis ko, wala nang iba. No, I was there, he said and pointed the car. I was just watching you, and when you seemed to die because of pain, I approached you. Ano daw ba yung die because of pain? Namimiss ko na kasi talaga si Yurhi. I almost whispered. You should not done those things to him, then. I sighed. I know, and I'm sincerely sorry. I just hope he can see. That's the worst thing about you women, being complicated and showing your feelings. Oh, shut up. Friendzone ka lang kasi, I whispered. Sinzone ka naman. I abruptly looked at him with annoyance. Gago. Yeah, nakuha ko lang sa asawa mo ang kagaguhan ko. I rolled my eyes. Bahala ka na nga. I'm hungry. Mind if I tarry in your house for a while? It will rain anyways, he asked. I just nodded and muttered okay. Ano ba? Layuan mo nga ako. Come on, you're gonna love what we'll do. Agad kaming nagtinginan ni Zem at umakyat pataas sa guest room. If I'm not mistaken, it's Faye and Zach's voice. Hey, don't grip the balls. Unggoy, paano ko malalaro? Confirm, sila nga. Pero ano yung mga pinagsasabi at ginagawa nila? Just bounce. Lalagyan mo na naman ako ng puti sa bunganga eh. My God. I look at Zem, but his eyebrows are lined up straight. I'm about to say something, but then Zem opened the door forcefully. What the? Hey, what are you doing? Zem asked. Nagtinginan muna ang dalawa na nasa floor bago sumagot si Zach. Playing jackstone, idiot. I hid my laughter and Zem just walked out. What was that? Tanong ni Faye. At chuckled. Sa susunod, pipiliin niyo ang mga salita niyo kapag nasa kwarto kayo. And I walk out too. I shook my head. Mga baliw. Totoong naglalaro sila ng jackstone at ang talo, nilalagyan ng face powder sa mukha. Akala ko kung ano nang ginagawa ng dalawa. Kung bakit ba kasi nakaabot silang dalawa sa kwarto. Hay, ang sama ng panahon. Naabutan pa nga kami ng ulan sa daan eh. Brie. I look at Zem, who's now holding an envelope while standing behind the door. What's that? I ask. Envelope, I guess. Kung kasama ko lang si Yurhi, ipapapatay rin kita. Ipatapon kaya kita pabalik ng Amerika. He chuckled and handed me the envelope. I answered the question nicely. Now, go check this out and I'll get some foods in your fridge. Then he walked to the kitchen. Feel atum, huh? I just shook my head and opened the envelope. It's a letter from Attorney Harold Reyes. I read the letter as my broken heart just twinges. The letter simply says that he really wants us annulled. I tiredly sat on the stair. My eyesight is becoming blurry, so I tightly close my eyes and caress my tummy as the tears fall down. Don't worry, babies. Hindi kami maghihiwalay ni Daddy. I sobbed. I'll make a move to talk to him and tell him about you. Please, Yurhi. Pakiramdaman mo ko. Nahihirapan na ako ng sobra. I really have to do something. I want him back. Brie, are you sure na okay lang na mag-isa kang babiyahe? Faye again asked me. I zip the bag I'll be bringing and look at her. Faye, I'm fine. Malaki na ako. New York lang yun. Tao ako. She rolled her eyes. You're desperate, Brie. I weakly smiled. I am, and I really have to do this, Faye. Hindi ko na kaya eh. I need my strength. I need my Yurhi. Okay, tara na then. Malilate ka sa flight mo. When the airline opened overseas flights, I immediately booked a flight to New York. It's all or nothing, I know. But it's the only way. His family is my last hope to see him. I know Mommy Ann will understand me, but I hope he'll also understand me. Here you go, I said and gave the money to the taxi driver. He helped me to get my bag and left. I sighed while facing the huge wooden gate, and I'm surprised when the gate automatically opened. This is it, Brie. Take every word they'll be saying. Good morning, madam. A uniformed maid approached me with a smile and carried my bag. They're waiting for you. What? Waiting? Hindi ko naman pinaalam sa kanila na pupunta ako dito kahit pa may contact ako sa kanila. It seems like the maid is waiting, so I just started walking into the house. Gosh, what should I say? Paano kung hindi nila ako tanggapin? Paano kung magalit ng sobra sa akin si Mommy Ann o si Ate Zarn? The door opened and it feels like I'm losing my oxygen when I saw them all, sitting at the benches in the living room. They all look serious and I don't really know what to do or what to expect. Are they waiting? Hello, sweetie. Mom greeted me and stood up. She smiled. And I never thought she will still be sweet to me because of what I did to her son. She held my hand and I don't know why my eyes became watery. It's okay, anak. Come here. And she hugged me tightly. I know it's hard for you. I understand you, sweetie. And with her words, my tears immediately fell down. I hugged her tightly and I didn't care with the people watching us. We stayed in that position for how many minutes? She even wiped my tears and fixed my hair. It's okay, sweetie. Come here. Mom said and pulled me to sit down beside her facing Ate Zarn, Dad, and Tam. An awful silence came, so I started the conversation. Alam ko po na nasaktan ko si Yurhi, and I'm willing to take the blame. And I looked down. I heard Tam and Dad's sigh. Why are you here, then? Ate Zarn asked. I know she's just trying to control her anger and I can't blame her. Hindi ko na po kasi alam kung saan ko siya hahanapin. I badly needed him for our babies. You hurt him, but then you're looking for him? For what? To hurt him again? She sarcastically added. Zarina, that's enough. Tom said. Enough? Lagi na lang kayong ganyan. You always tell me not to mind and mess with your girls, but then you always mind my life. She almost shouted. I just remained silent. Of course, you're our sister. And I'm still the eldest, she sighed. You haven't seen how devastated Yurhi was. I don't know if that's for me because I'm still looking down. You hate him, right? Then just forget him instead of hurting him more. Zarina, anak, Mom gently said. That confirms it's for me. I tightly closed my eyes and looked at her. I know I've caused everything down. Hindi mo na kailangang ipamukay sa akin. And I'm here to fix it. I'm taking every risk and words but... So, am I going to congratulate you now? She sarcastically said. Please, I don't care. Sabihin niyo lahat ng gusto niyong sabihin. I badly need Yurhi. I beg. My eyes are becoming teary again, but I have to prevent it from falling. Brie, calm yourself, Mom said and caressed my back. That's enough, ladies, Dad said with his deep voice that stopped us all. Why are you here again, honey? I inhaled. I need your help, Dad. I don't know where to find him. Just a help, Dad. I know you have your He'd been here for the last 5 weeks, honey. Dad said. My jaw hung a little bit. Muntik na akong maging baliw sa pag-iisip kung nasaan siya. Yun pala, nandito lang sa New York. Bakit ba kasi kailan ko lang naisipan magpunta dito? I wiped my tears. Nasa na din po siya, Dad? I asked excitedly. He went to a business conference in Chicago. Tom answered. Agad na bumagsak ang balikat ko. Bakit ba hindi ko siya matagpuan o makausap man lang? Talaga po bang kayo na ang gumagawa ng paraan para hindi ko makita siya, Panginoon? Napatakip ako sa mukha ko at umiyak ng mahina. Don't worry, honey. He'll be back very soon. Mom said. I sobbed. Alam niyo po bang darating ako? Is it why he left? Mom immediately shook her head and held my hand. No, sweetie. Zam called us that you're going, but then we have to look after you because you look very fragile. Pero last week pa umalis si Yurhi papuntang Chicago, anak. Kung gaano mo kagustong makita siya, ganun ko rin kayo kagustong magkita. Ramdam ko ang hirap niyong dalawa, anak, and I won't hesitate to help you be with each other again. I know you just misunderstood each other's opinion and reasons. I smiled and hugged her. Thank you, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, I said while crying like a girl. Shh! Enough now, sweetie. It's okay. I'm sorry, Brie. Nasaktan lang ako ng sobra sa ginawa mo kay Yurhi. I heard Ate Zarn. I looked at her and smiled. Okay lang, ate. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have to go now. I should be in our company. Kung hindi, mananagot na naman ako kay Zem. Tom said and stood up. He bid goodbye and left. Ano yun? Nagbabagong buhay na ba si Tom? Nagpaalam naman si Ate Zarn na may pupuntahan at sinamahan siya ni Dad. So it's just me and Mom now. How are you, sweetie? She said while caressing my hair. A little bit fine, Mom. I sighed. Mom, can I go after Yurhi? She shook her head. No need, anak. He'll be home tomorrow. She smiled. A tear fell because of happiness. I hope I can finally see him. You can stay here as long as you wanted and will wait for him, she said. I nodded while smiling. Thank you so much for everything, Mom. I paused. And I'm pregnant. Agad naman siyang napatigil sa ginagawa niya at tumingin sa akin. Oh my God, Brie! I'm so happy for you, she said and hugged me. I'm sure this baby will be the reason for him to come back. I sheepishly smiled. Actually, Mom, they're twins. Anak, oh my! I can't wait for them. Can I call him? No, Mom, please. Gusto ko po sanang ako mismo ang magsasabi sa kanya. Please, Mom. Sa atin lang po ito. I smiled. She nodded while smiling. Okay, anak. I'm so happy, she said and hugged me again. I'm so thankful that she's here. I would not know what to do without Mom. Once I have you back, Yurhi, I'll let you feel my love in every ways that I can. I know you have your own plans for me. I'm counting on those, God.